Hi, and welcome to Dirty Moms Yoga. My name is Molly, and today's class is going to be for all of our beginners. We have a couple props that we're going to use today. Blocks, if you have them. If you don't, books will be just as fine. I might need a couple of them. That's okay. Just do the best you can. Another thing is just a pillow. I grabbed this from my couch. This is just going to add height. I could also use it to protect your knees in any kneeling positions we have. Otherwise, we're just going to sit on it. So today's class, like I said, is a beginner's class. Follow along the best that you can. Give yourself permission to rest. Give yourself permission to stop or pause or come out of a pose sooner than I may. Just listen to your body and, like I said, do the best you can. We're going to start in an easy seated position. So I just took my pillow, sat right top of it. The best way to know whether or not you need that height is if you're sitting, no matter which way you are, if your knees are above your hips, you're going to want to add some height. This just allows a little openness in those hip flexors, and then you might feel a little bit more grounded down into your pelvis. So starting in an easy seated position, Sukhasana. Feel the length in your spine. Feel grounded into your pelvis. And we're going to start with a little pranayama or a breathing technique. So we're going to start with a belly breath coming up into our ribs, to our chest, and then we're going to exhale coming from our chest to our ribs to our abdominals. I'll talk you through it. Every time we exhale, I want you to really draw that navel into that spine. Keep lengthening out of your crown and follow along. So close your eyes. Take a nice couple deep breaths. Feel the shoulders relax. Feel your face relax. Feel the energy come up and out of your crown. Bring your hands to your abdominals right at your navel spine and take a deep breath in. Hold it there. Take another deep breath into your rib cage and hold it there. Deep breath into your chest and hold it there. And then we're going to exhale our chest. Exhale our ribs, exhale our navel, and draw it into your spine. We're going to do a couple cycles of that. When you're ready, take a deep breath in through your stomach and hold it. Inhale into the ribs and hold it. Inhale into your chest and hold it. And slight exhale, chest, ribs, belly. Let's do that again. Breathe in through the belly. Breathe in through the ribs. Breathe in through your chest. And exhale chest. Exhale ribs. Exhale belly. Let's do that one more time. Inhale belly. Inhale ribs. Inhale chest. Exhale chest. Exhale ribs. Exhale belly. Draw that navel in. Allow yourself just to find a nice comfortable breathing again. Nothing forced. Check back in with yourself. Make sure your pelvis is grounded, finding the energy up and out of your crown. We're going to reverse the flow of that. This time we're going to inhale chest, inhale ribs, inhale belly, and then we'll exhale belly, ribs, chest. Take a deep breath in and slow exhale. And we're going to begin. Inhale chest. Inhale ribs. Inhale belly. Exhale belly. Exhale ribs. Exhale chest. Again, inhale chest. Inhale ribs. Inhale belly. Exhale belly. Exhale ribs. Exhale chest. One more time. Inhale chest. Inhale ribs. Inhale belly. Exhale belly. Exhale ribs. Exhale chest. Allow yourself just to find your natural breathing again. Nothing is forced. Throughout class today, keep that breathing in mind, that three-dimensional breathing through your belly, your ribs, and your chest. You might find yourself in different pretzels that you're not used to. Finding areas of where to send your breath can help you to deepen into that pose. Take one more deep inhale. And an open mouth exhale. Let it go. Slowly blink your eyes open. Remove that prop that you're sitting on. Shift your pelvis over and find yourself into a nice tabletop position. Knees are right underneath your hips. Hands are right underneath your shoulders. Hands are in a jazz hand position. Really spread those fingers and ground down into your mat with your palms and with the tops of your feet. Draw that navel in and find the length from your crown to the base of your spine. Take a deep breath in and look up. Cow. Arch that back, drop the belly down to your mat. Inhale. Arch through your curve. What am I talking about? Curve through your spine. There you go. Draw the navel in. Tuck that pelvis and really push down through the palms. Inhale, look up. And exhale, cat. Flow through, as you will, through each breath, linking movement to breath. Inhale, look up, cow. Exhale, draw that navel in. Push through those hands. Feel the broadening into your scapula. Find yourself back into a nice neutral tabletop position. Navel is lifted, really grounding down through those hands. You're going to take your right foot, tuck those toes under, and put them down on your mat. Feel the length through your heel and the back of the leg out through the crown of your head. Draw that navel in. Bring that back down. Opposite arm comes up, left arm. Rotate that thumb towards the ceiling. Keep the navel in. Find the length from the base of the spine to the top of your head. Lift up a little higher, keeping the shoulder in socket, and bring it back down. Opposite side. Left toes tuck under. Feel the length in the back of the leg out through the crown and bring it back down. Opposite arm. Right arm. Rotate that thumb up towards the ceiling. Keep the shoulder in its socket. Lift up through your navel and lift up that thumb a little bit higher and exhale. Bring that back down. From here, tuck those toes under, lift those knees, and find yourself in a nice high plank. If this is too difficult for you, if you're not there yet, drop those knees down just behind your pelvis so you're in a nice angle. From here, you're going to take a deep breath in and hold. Exhale, draw the navel to spine. Deep breath in. Exhale, draw the navel to spine. One more time, deep breath in. Exhale, draw the navel to spine. Lower those the knees back down. Find your neutral tabletop position. Untuck those toes and allow the hips to come back to your heels. Relax those arms into child's pose, Balasana. We're going to do that again. We're going to go up into the next challenge level. Find yourself back into a tabletop position. Now, you may stick with one leg and one arm at a time. Listen to your body and do what it is that you feel that you are able to do. If you're ready for a next challenge, you're going to do the opposite leg and opposite arm at that same time. So lift the right leg up behind you, the left arm, thumb rotates up, and draw the navel to spine. Lift up a little bit higher, really squeeze through those glutes and ground down with the opposite palm and top of the foot. Lift up a little bit higher and exhale, come down. Opposite side. Left leg up. Right arm up, thumb up to the sky, toes down to the mat. Lift up a little bit higher and inhale, draw that navel in, and exhale, come on down. Tuck those toes under. Find yourself either into a high plank or drop those knees down just behind your hips. From here, really ground down in those hands. Take a deep breath in and exhale, draw the navel to spine. Again, inhale, exhale. Really ground yourself into those palms. Inhale and exhale. Draw the navel in. Drop those knees. Allow the pelvis to come towards your heels and relax down in child's pose. If this is too high for you, if you're not quite there yet, option for props. Either use your pillow or your blocks. You can sit on that block if your pelvis doesn't go down to the heels. Another option is put it right underneath your head. And you can relax here as well. Find what works for you. Props are your friends. Take a deep breath in and find yourself up into a nice neutral tabletop position again. We're going to do that all one more time. So really challenge yourself. If you're doing both arm and foot at the same time, this time try to lift them up at the same time. So right leg, left arm up. Draw that navel in. Rotate that thumb to the ceiling. Rotate the toes down to your mat. Lift up a little bit higher. And exhale, bring it back down. Other side. Left foot, right arm. Thumb up to the ceiling. Toes pointed down. Really ground down those opposite hand and foot. Lift up a little bit higher and exhale down. Tuck those toes. Find yourself in either plank that is comfortable for you. Really push down through those palms of the hands. Rotate those elbows down. Deep breath in and exhale. Draw the navel to spine. Deep breath in and exhale. One more time. Deep breath in and exhale. Drop those knees down. Allow the pelvis to fall back into child's pose, balasana. From here, find yourself back in that tabletop position and find those blocks. This is an option for you. Place those hands exactly where they were, right on top of your blocks. Tuck those toes under. We're going to work on pushing back into downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Shavasana. From here, draw the navel in, really push into your blocks and hug those elbows in. Lift up an inch or two off the ground with your knees, and from here, push further into those hands. Allow the pelvis to come back. Knees are deeply bent, and see if you can get those arms straight. Find the length on the back spine. From the base of your spine, from your sacrum, all the way to the top of your head. Shoulders are away from your ears. Biceps are hugging nice and close to those ears. Drop those heels down. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, come back into a tabletop position. Either stay here on your blocks, or if you'd like to try without, again, jazz hands, jazz hands. Really spread those hands into the mat. Keep those toes tucked. Lift those knees up. Hug the elbows in. Push yourself back. Really push into those hands. Drop those heels down. Lift that pelvis up and back. Elbows are straight. Biceps are right next to your ears. Try to straighten your knees till you feel a nice, comfortable stretch behind there. Nothing too extreme, so bend as deep as you need to. Deep breath in. And exhale, come back down. We're going to do that one more time. So either with your blocks or without. Take a deep breath in and hover those knees, inch or two off your mat. Push through your mat. Bring that pelvis back. Find yourself in downward facing dog. From here, pedal the feet out, either with bent knees or straight knees. Drop one heel down at a time. Feel the length in the back of the legs. Keeping those arms straight, elbows are tucked down, biceps are next to your ears. Deep breath in, come up high on those toes, look between your hands, and walk your feet to your hands. Forward fold, Uttanasana. Allow your knees to bend if you need to. If you're not quite there, again, blocks. Blocks are our friends. Any height that you need that is comfortable for you. Allow your head to relax no matter what position or height you are on with your blocks. Knees can have a nice slight bend. Allow the crown to fall to your mat. You can grab either side of your elbows and do a little sway back and forth. Keep breathing. Really allow gravity just to do the work for you. Find yourself back in a neutral position. Take a look down at your toes. Make sure they're parallel, facing forward on your mat. Relax your head down and slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time, with your head being the last thing that comes up. Roll the shoulder blades up and down. Open up the palms to the front of your mat. Hug those shin bones up. Engage those quads. Draw the navel in. You're going to have a slight lift in your pubic bone and drop that tailbone down. Front ribs are going to meet your back ribs. And you're going to drop those shoulders down. Chin parallel to your mat. Tadasana, mountain pose. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, draw that navel in. We're going to do some Sun A variations today. I like Sun A to start with beginners. I have a couple variations, so again, just do the best that you can. So take a nice deep breath in, arms come up overhead, upward salute. Exhale, dive forward, flat back. Find yourself in a forward fold. Use those props if need be. Draw the shoulder blades back, kiss those shoulder blades to your spine, and come up halfway. You can use your blocks if you'd like. You can also push into your shins. Draw the shoulder blades away from your ear. Feel the length from the base of your spine to the top of your head. Navel is in, front ribs are with your back ribs. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come up, flat back, upward salute. Exhale, hands come down to heart center. That is a Sun A, half Sun A variation for you. We're going to do that a couple more times. So deep breath in and exhale. So begin. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Allow yourself just to hang here for a minute. Head is heavy and relaxed. Shake your head, yes. We'll shake your head, yes, 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 we can do this. Draw the shoulder blades to your spine. Come up halfway, either push into your shins or use your blocks. Find the length in the spine. Hug the front ribs into the back ribs. Draw the navel in. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come up, upward facing salute. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half up. Find that length. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come back up to standing. Exhale, hands to heart center. It's a deep breath in and exhale. So we're going to move on to a full Sun A. We'll start slow again. Use those props. I'll give you a couple variations. All right, so let's find our Tadasana. Arms externally rotate, palms forward. Let's check back in. Hug those outer ankles into your inner ankles. Lift up through your shins. Lift up through your quads. Navel in. Chest is open. Chin is parallel to the ground. Energy, two-way energy out the top of our crown of our head and rooting down through our feet. So, Tadasana, mountain pose. We're going to do an inhale, upward salute, and exhale, forward fold. This is all going to look very similar. Inhale, come half up. Exhale, forward fold. From here, have a variation. Variation 1. Step back into a tabletop position. Knees underneath the hips, hands underneath the shoulders. Jazz hands down. Ground the tops of the feet and the hands into your mat. Hug those elbows in and push into your mat. Navel in. Take an inhale, look up, cow. And exhale, cat. Look to that belly button. Feel the opening on those shoulder blades. Come back to neutral. Tuck those toes and either use those blocks or without, push yourself into a bent knee, downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Shavasana. Drop those heels down. Hug those biceps into your ear. Allow your head to fall down. Deep breath in. Exhale. See if you can straighten your knees a little bit further. Inhale. Come high up on those toes. Exhale. Walk your feet forward. Forward fold. Uttanasana. Come half up. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale. Forward fold. Uttanasana. Upward salute. Urdhva Hastasana. Hands come down to heart center. Deep breath in and exhale. We're going to do that again. I'm going to give you a different variation from the cat-cow. Follow along in the cat-cow. We'll meet you in downward dog. Or you can always go back down into that child's pose. So, inhale. Urdhva Hastasana, upward salute. Exhale. Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale. Ardha Uttanasana. Come half up. Find that length in the spine. Exhale. Forward fold. I would suggest you can try with your props if you'd like. I'm going to show without. Plant those hands, step one foot back, the other foot back. Find yourself in a nice high plank. Draw that navel in. Hug those elbows in. Drop those knees so they're just behind your pelvis. Hug those elbows into your ribs and slowly lower yourself one, or kind of like a plank position actually. Untuck those feet. Keep those hands right next to your low ribs and just do a nice slight lift with the upper body. Tops of your feet are grounded down into the mat. Pubic bone is drawing up to your navel, navel to spine. Open up those shoulders. Little baby cobra. Exhale, come on down. Push yourself up into tabletop position. Tuck those toes and push yourself into downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Shavasana. Draw those heels down to your mat. Push those hands, hug those biceps next to your ear, navel to spine. Deep breath in. And exhale, push yourself further into that pose. Drop those heels down. Inhale, come high up on your toes. Look between your hands and walk your feet to your hands. Uttanasana, forward fold. Come half up. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, upward salute. Urdhva Hastasana. Hands to heart center. Deep breath in. And exhale. Couple variations for you now. Okay, so pick which one that feels best for you. We've got one more round. So inhale, upward salute. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come half up. Exhale, forward fold. Plant those hands. Step back either into high plank or find your tabletop position to cat-cow. Hug those elbows in no matter what position you're in. Drop those knees down and hug those elbows in. Slowly lower yourself as if you're in like a giant plank. Untuck those feet. Hands are down by your low ribs. Little baby cobra. Really feel the pubic bone pushing down into the earth. Dropping the tailbone down. Draw that navel to spine. That's going to protect your low back. Little baby cobra. Exhale down. Those in cat-cow, find us a neutral position. We'll meet you in downward facing dog. If you need a rest, come on down to child's pose or balasana. Listen to your body. Do whatever is best for you today. Deep breath in. Exhale, deepen yourself into your pose. Inhale, rise up high on those toes. Exhale, allow your knees to come down. We're actually going to meet into child's pose, balasana. Allow yourself just to relax. Again, if you need some props, you can use your pillow underneath the pelvis. You can also use a block underneath your forehead. Props are your friends. We like our props. Just relax down no matter where you are, if you're using props or not. Allow the pelvis to fall into your heels and your chest to fall down to your mat. Walk your hands back underneath your shoulders and slowly roll yourself up one vertebrae at a time. Head is the last thing to come up. We're going to go into just a couple more poses. We're going to do camel pose, which is really fun. And then we'll go into rabbit pose. So I would suggest taking a block and put one between your heels. Hug the heels in. You're standing with your knees right underneath your pelvis. As you hug that block in, you'll feel the midline come in and up. Another option that you can do, your other block, is stick it right between your inner thighs. And that'll allow you to really hug in so you're not splaying out and rotating and hurting those knees or that low back. So a couple options. You don't have to. Try it, see if that works. If not, you can always take them away. So hug in the heels to your blocks. Take a look back, make sure you can see your toes. Hug this in and up. It's going to draw your pubic bone up a little bit. Drop that tailbone down. Hug the inner ribs into the back ribs. Feel the length. Hands are going to come, flip those palms towards me. Fingers are down towards your mat. put those right in the small of your back and push down on those upper glutes. That's going to lengthen that low spine. Hug those elbows in. Take a nice deep breath in and feel the length in your spine. Exhale, little baby arch up to the ceiling. Draw that chin back. Really keep the pelvis over those knees. Push your pubic bone forward. Tailbone gets pushed down. Deep breath in. Exhale, slowly come out of it. And just do a nice gentle twist just to kind of ease up that spine a little. The next pose we're going to go into is rabbit pose. It has a Sanskrit name that I just cannot say, so we're calling it rabbit pose today. Rabbit pose, you can keep the blocks where they are. Allow the top of the head to rest gently on top of your mat. Reach your hands back and find your heels. Lift your pelvis up so you can find that length into the low spine and open up those shoulders. Feel the openness in the back body while you continue to feel the length in the front body. What? I know that sounds crazy. Tops of the feet are still grounding down into your mat. Deep breath in. Exhale. Go ahead and rest that pelvis down. Slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. And again, just gentle wisher-washer twist. So we're going to do both of those again. Ustrasana is our camel pose. It's the one we'll start with. And then we'll go back into rabbit pose. So hug those heels in. Lift up those inner thighs. Use that block if you need to. If not, this one's the most awkward one. Take it away. Just make sure you feel the lengthening and the lift in those inner thighs. Take your pubic bone, push it forward while you're pushing down with your hands on your upper glutes. Feel the length in your back body as you feel the length in the front body. Lift up, long out of your spine. And exhale, small little arch back. Camel pose, Ustrasana. Draw the navel in. Hug those heels in. Deep breath in and exhale, slowly come back up and gentle wish-washer out. How are you doing out there? It's fun, isn't it? Whatever time you can give yourself, it's a good one. All right, rabbit pose. Gentle weight on your head. Do not put a lot of weight here. Reach the hands back to your heels. Lift the pelvis up while hugging those heels in and drawing the shoulder blades down and away from your ears. Feel that length in that lower spine. It feels so good. Draw that navel in. Deep breath in. And exhale. Deepen that pose. Deep breath in. Exhale. Allow the pelvis to come back down towards your heels. Slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. Head comes last. And cycle out. Remove that block. Find yourself in a nice seated position in the front of your mat. We're going to do a little boat variation, continuing to work on the strength in our core and in our bodies. Like I said, Dirty Moms Yoga, right? Us parents, we don't have a lot of time. I'm realizing before we started, I have paint all over me. We painted our kitchen today. So we're truly dirty today. Hug those knees into your chest. Rock yourself back up so you can feel a little bit of your pelvic bone, really your sacrum, the base of your spine, balancing on your mat. Open up the chest, lift the sternum up to the sky. Keep your chin in a line. Your head or your neck is an extension of your spine. Rock yourself back. You'll find that balance and you'll feel the engagement in your core. If you'd like to try a little bit further, you can hold your legs whichever way you'd like. You can come up to your toes to chest for balance. You can come flat. You can come up. If you really want to test your balance, come up underneath and lift those toes up. I suggest holding the backs of your legs for this one so you can really open up the shoulder blades. Feel the length in your spine. From here, if you want to go a step further, we're going to straighten those legs just to a tabletop position. Point those toes away from you. Draw that navel in. Open up that chest. Draw that navel to spine. Hug those knees together. Don't allow any space in there. Deep breath in. Exhale. Go ahead and come on down. Shake it out. We're going to do that one more time. We're going to go a little step further. Do whatever it is that you need to. So, level 1. Hug those knees in. Open up the chest. Test your balance. Go ahead and shift back. Take your toes off as your neck, so you can hold behind your legs into your hamstrings. Open up those shoulders. Next level, take those toes up. Hug those knees together. Reach those toes away from you. Draw the navel to spine. From here, take your one leg, either leg, and straighten it. What? And come back down. Let's do the other leg. Deep breath in. And exhale. Ooh, I can hear my knees grinding and clicking in there. They need some warm up. Let's do it again. And down, and up, and down. Really feel that core engage. Okay, boat pose. Let's see if we can do it. Let's test ourselves out today. Straighten both legs up at the same time. Reach those hands. Really find the length in your spine. Woo, and we're coming down. Here we go. One vertebrae at a time. Bring those feet back to your pelvis. See, I'm learning just along with you guys. We're going to have fun today. From here, allow the palms to face down towards your mat. Open up the chest. Lift up your feet. Flex those toes back to your nose. Feel the length in the back of the legs, the hamstrings, the calves. Push down with your hands and feel the length in the back legs from your heels all the way to your sacrum. Exhale. Hug those knees into your chest. Roll them around. Just feel a nice gentle massage in the back. Allow those feet to come down. Lift up your pelvis and shift yourself to your right. Allow your knees to fall to the left. If you don't go down, again, props, pillows, blocks, books, whatever you have laying around. Hands can face down, hands can face up. If you want to extend the twist a little further, just look to the opposite shoulder than where your knees are facing. Deep breath in and exhale. Allow yourself just to relax into the mat. Inhale, plant your feet back, readjust your pelvis back to a neutral position. Push again into those feet, shift your pelvis to the other side, allow your knees to fall. Head can go the opposite direction of your knees to extend that twist. And then just relax. No effort in this one. Nice gentle breathing. Allow the top knee to fall down. Deep breath in and exhale. Inhale those knees back up. Readjust your pelvis. Hug those knees in. Give yourself a nice self-love hug. And exhale. We're going to move into our final pose, Shavasana. Always suggest, since we've got our pillows laying around, you could put those up underneath your knees to help to a nice gentle curvature into our low spine. You could put any kind of blankets, any sweatshirts, socks, whatever it is. We're going to lay here just for a minute or two just to think our body. Find a nice comfortable position on the ground. Palms are facing up. You can still feel the openness of your spine or of your sternum. Legs are relaxed. And just find your nice natural breathing. Allow everything just to melt into the earth. Feel every surface that is connected to the earth soften. The parts that aren't connected to the earth, allow them to soften even more down through your body to meet the floor. Eyes are closed. Stay in the moment. Just check in with your body. How does it feel? Feel a little buzzing in some certain areas? Are you feeling sore in some others? Do you feel lengthened, longer? Take another deep breath in and exhale. Wiggle those fingers, wiggle those toes. Roll out your ankles and your wrists. Little gentle movements back in. You're more than welcome to stay in Shavasana longer if you'd like. For right now, I'm going to go ahead and move on. Bring those heels back towards the pelvis, and allow yourself to fall to one side in a small fetal position. Lower arm acts as a pillow. Move with as little effort as possible. With the strength of your top arm, push yourself up halfway. The bottom arm helps you lift up the rest. Find yourself in a nice, easy seated position. Use that pillow if you need to. Eyes are still closed. Feel the length in the spine, the groundedness of your pelvis. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Thank you so much for tuning in today. There's going to be many more videos coming. Stay tuned. They're going to be posted up. For now, thank yourself. Thank you for coming and joining. Even if it's just a little moment every day, find time for yourself. Find your hands at heart center. And namaste.